The meter on the Enjuda at 10 p.m. They could be twins born 20 years apart. Night after night they ride this train as through a wormhole or cosmic wound to turn back the irreversible. Hijacked by the violent ventriloquism of her thoughts, the daughter mouths the words fuck and spasibo in the same pillaged breath rent from her mother at birth. Her face collapses back into itself like a polyp or star as she grapples with a memory caught on a Mobius loop of infernal repeat. The mother's face is a topography of acceptance, hundreds of acres of land where the scourge and tear of weather has been indelibly grown into and inscribed, and a lone mooncalf feeds. How many times have thoughts of the unsayable populated her mind like pockets of dark matter in the universe, inscrutable as a scattering of birds when a stone's been cast in the field, lending her a gravity beyond naming. In the train window, a graffiti face etched in sharp angles and broken lines superimposes her own in the mother void where a lost daughter lives and cries and is loved. Canticle. Today I came across a black plastic bag so meticulously folded into the origami version of a crow it could only have been an accident. Its makeshift wings fluttered in a soft wind on an inverted sky of pliant grass alongside sunset. Yellow patches of late summer grass interleaved with the season's greener demarcations. Off to the side, a monarch with a clipped wing flitted its 7-day reign over a scattering of pine cones. Indeterminacy is the mechanism I seek to make everything go as planned. This brings to mind the question of yesterday's crows. Not so much a murder as a misdemeanor of them. The way one's three caws resounded in the almost stillness and seemed to sustain the earth's axis, as one of its brethren fished out the entrails of a possum baking in the noonday sun. Contingency's myriad flies us home, sprouts wings where limbs were forfeited to carry us past the vagrant remains of a life we could no longer recognize if we tried. House of Unfinished Leaves. Wind blowing through this cantilevered structure of dreams. Inside floats a cosmos of your botanical studies, ever inchoate. Heirloom tomatoes, nasturtiums, and fiddleheads alongside the requisite pairs. A charcoal palimpsest of light and darks, tentative strokes across vellum's blank expanse. Water murmurs us back beyond the latest work of branches to art origins. This room swims in iridescence, is where the deep wood meets cloud citadels burnished by sun. The trees, for once and all, have joined the sky's green initiative to refoliate our thoughts. Beauty is a chauvinist. Morning turning out to be a glorious proposition after all. If only. If only the sun had not set at exactly midnight that day. If only berries grew on trees, not in flesh. I see you looking at me as the train roars in, but I close my eyes and think of the ocean. There's always an elsewhere of Whovilles and Joshua trees I'm willing to inhabit. There's a symphony, an industry of cells that's been humming in me like a third rail all these years. I think of arrivals and departures as coeval to the trajectory of beach stones. I think of insurance salesmen and ice cream and a hurricane that plowed through my life once and briefly made a prison of my loss. If only the stars, the moon, the economy. If only this filament stuck to its allotted kingdom. If only the stars, laughter, pizza. A change of key, a kiss to seal the distance from my mouth to the eververse of your lips. I hear quince are in season, that in Schenectady, there's a place where a new currency based on care is being freshly minted. Perhaps I'll email them this poem and in another incarnation receive an open invitation to Antarctica. I won't go, of course. Knowing it's there is good enough.